Hello everyone, hope you are well. Hope you had a great day in the market. I sure did. I am currently trading 38 accounts over here. I'm using the Trade Syncer. Here is the list of accounts that I'm working on in case you are interested. Here is my P&L from today. This is not the full list. So I have been thinking about Christmas in July, which is coming up, and I wanted to do a big giveaway for Christmas in July. So I'm working with Trade Syncer to work out a deal to offer a 1-year Trade Syncer license, full access, so you can do this as well. Trade as many props as you would like. It's been pretty quiet out in prop land, not a whole lot of drama, so that's good to see. But I started to get a whole bunch of complaints today, so I wanted to make a video about some prop warnings that I have. I'm going to talk to you about that soon. But first I want to talk about the CME trading competition. Someone posted this on Twitter today and I saw this and it looked pretty interesting. This is a trading competition going to be run by the CME. They are offering a 25,000 sim account for you to trade during this period, and they are going to be awarding cash prizes to the top 15 traders on this leaderboard, and a lot of people are excited about this. I wanted to share it. I may join, I don't know, we'll see. I've been a little busy lately. I don't know if I really could commit to doing something like that, and you will need to trade it every day. You know, these guys are going to be going hard on their contracts to get on that leaderboard. But overall leaderboard, first prize here is $2,500, second prize is $1,750, third is $1,250, and fourth through 15th is going to be $100 each. So I wanted to let you guys know this is coming, a great fun way to show your skills, get on that leaderboard, and hopefully make some money. All right, so here we are on my website at futurestradingwithkellyann.com. This is where you're going to find all prop information you need, prop rules, prop promos, prop warnings. We're going to talk about that in a minute. There is also a link here to my Discord. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of pop-up giveaways in the Discord. If you're in there, you know that we've been giving away a lot of accounts, and of course you know I'm going to do a giveaway for this video, so let's talk about that. First, I want to talk about Prop Shop. We have a great promo, a new promo from them. They are offering us 90% off the Warrior evaluations and a 50% off the setup fees. So that's a pretty good deal. It's going to be $64 all in to get you a 50K account. Now I had 20, I am down to 10. I had a little mishap with my copier. Basically, I forgot to turn it off and I started trading minis on some of my evals. Now I'm only trading micros on my fundeds, but I do trade minis to try to get these evals passed. I hate doing evals, and I messed up, so I busted all of my Prop Shop accounts and had to get 10 new ones, and that really hurt, guys, because they are expensive, especially because I had all straight to fundeds. They were not cheap, I can tell you that, but I am back on track. Like I said, I was trying to get up to 50 accounts. I had 45, now I'm down to like 38, but this is a great promo. I wanted to let you know, lots of payouts coming from these guys, a lot of great feedback. This is turning into one of my favorite props. Now I am a ninja trader. I am trading them on Trade Syncer, but you can trade on Quantower for free. They also offer TickBlaze for free. That is their proprietary platform, and honestly it's pretty similar to Ninja Trader. But you can see here's a couple trades I took today. I wanted to share that. I only trade micros on the fundeds. You know, you have to manage your risk to keep these accounts longer. You really can't trade the minis on the drawdowns that you have, and I usually go for the larger accounts, so you know, 150, 100, so I have a bigger drawdown pool, but I still like to keep my risk small. And you can see here I'm risking $67 to make $200. That's a good risk to reward. This was a successful trade. I am currently working on developing my own custom indicators that align to my strategy. I'm going to be talking about that soon, but I will be live trading with this system soon, probably September when my grandson goes back to school. He is home with me for the summer, so it's a little difficult, but look for that to be coming. I will be doing some live trading more often. I'm going to try to work that out to do it on YouTube, but definitely in the Discord I like to do some live trading. Now the other deal that we have I wanted to let you guys know about is the Funded Futures Network came back with their promo for 50% off BOGO and no setup fee. That is a great deal. Now you can only get the BOGO for one account at a time. You're going to purchase your account. When you get your email receipt, you're going to forward it to their support at fundedfuturesnetwork.com. They will reply with a code for your free account. Now you can only have one free account that you're using at a time. If you do want to redeem the promo again, say you bust your accounts, you want to get it again, you can. You just can only have one at a time. So just make sure your prior BOGO account is dead before you purchase a new one. You can definitely do that. You can trade up to 10 accounts here, but 5 at a time. So you want to trade them in groups. I currently have 4 accounts here. I probably will add some more on this BOGO. It is a pretty good deal. $75 all in for a 50K account. And then Fund It Next also has a promo going 30% off with my Army Navy code. I'm not currently trading an account here. I did bust. This is one of the ones that I busted from my 40 $145, but this is a good deal, so I'm going to get some more back. So I wanted to let you know about those promos before they end. On my website here, you can click right here to get to my giveaway list, which will pop up for you. Also wanted to talk about Legends because they let us know here that they are ready to revamp their website. They are bringing us straight to funded accounts. I am very excited about that. Legends is one of my favorite props. They are backed by a brokerage, so very reliable. Their live accounts are amazing. I really want to get one, so I'm going to throw some Legends accounts in the pot. I will make some content later once I know more details about their straight to funded accounts, but I expect we'll get a great promo. So here we are back on my website. I wanted to draw your attention to this color-coded prop table. We're going to talk about some of these prop warnings that I've got. I've gotten a lot of complaints recently about two props. The first one is Top One. A trader reached out to me last week, let me know he was denied a payout for copy trading, and PropShop paid him, Top One denied him. And the reason is some of his trades were less than 10 seconds, and they literally deducted every single trade under 10 seconds, even when the trade was like 40 ticks and above. Now, we don't have control over price and time. Certainly, we could adhere to some kind of restriction on a minimum tick limit. That seems reasonable, but can we control how long the market's going to take to get to our take profit? No, we cannot. And honestly, we don't want to be navigating prop accounts where we have to stick to these time limits. We shouldn't be changing our strategy to accommodate prop rules. All right. The prop rules should complement our strategies. That is not how this works. They're supposed to be evaluating your strategy to see if they want to fund you in a live account, and they're putting you in a situation where you have to adapt to their rules. That's not your strategy. So I think this is a waste of time. I do not like Top One futures. I've been talking about that for a while. And there are other props that have this time limit rule. Tradeify is one. They do not deny traders. You know, their rule is 10% or over 50% of your trades have to be above 10 seconds, but they don't penalize you. They're trying to avoid high frequency trading. That is what those rules are designed to do. I get that, but they're not denying people for every single 10-second trade. They're deducting all your profits. It's ridiculous. But on the website here, you're going to click on the color-coded prop table. This is my one sheet, kind of heads up on where everyone is, and I've made some changes, so I just want to draw your attention to that. You can see I put Top One futures on the scam alert list. For me, I think they're a scam. I don't recommend them. I don't recommend that you trade with them. I know some people don't listen and they want to try it anyway. Unfortunately, that happened to this trader. You know, you definitely want to manage your risk at these prop firms, and that goes for all of them. You know, I always tell you guys, start small, get some payouts before you add more accounts. You know, try to stay in the green so you don't get rug pulled, and definitely want to multi-prop. This is what I do. You know, you don't want to spend 2 weeks trading micros, getting the payout and getting denied because you're only with one prop firm. If you're with multiple, odds are you're not going to get denied by everybody. So I just think it's a more efficient use of your time if you're prop trading. I also strongly advocate for getting a self-funded account for sure. That is what I learned on. I still trade my own personal accounts. Props are really just extra. But I've also added Futures Elite to this scam alert list. I just had them on Do Not Recommend. I've actually moved them over. I got a ton of complaints about them as well. Doing the same kind of things, deducting payouts. You know, I feel like these props are a complete waste of time. I want to let you guys know. Any prop in that scam warning list is a no-go for me. I don't recommend them. If you have an issue, definitely let me know, but odds are I'm not going to be able to help you. And I have seen that the affiliates with some of these prop firms will not help you either. So you're really taking a chance here. Just wanted to bring this list out again. And then I have the not recommended. I mean, these are just prop firms that I personally don't want to trade with. I don't recommend them. I wouldn't call them a scam so much, but like I said, I don't recommend them. And I've got funding ticks listed here. And then I have the yellow caution. You know, I put all new props here. If you see a prop here, it doesn't mean they're bad. It just means they're new, and we should have extra caution with a new prop. Now, I've still got Billinox listed here. You know, I talked about some denials they were doing for their flipping rules. I still don't think the flipping rules are very clear. I'm seeing payouts, but I'm also seeing a couple of denials. So I just put that in the caution category so you guys know. Please be mindful of their flipping rules. Make sure you are adhering to it. My understanding is that you need to make at least, 20% of your highest P&L ever. You need to make at least 20% of that amount to qualify for a trading day. Otherwise, they consider it flipping. But definitely read the fine print there. But the other ones here, PropShop. I love PropShop. They are grown into one of my favorite props. Like I said, they're only in this category because they're new, and I do think we should proceed with extra caution with new prop. And then my silver and gold, these are pretty much deemed safe props. Those are the ones we know we're trading with. I did did move Lucid and I did move day traders up here. They are making a lot of payouts, going very well. I feel like they're probably good, safe props at this point. No complaints. I'm personally trading with Funded Next Futures. That is one of the Forex to futures props that I do like. The same with the Trading Pit. They are a little expensive, but hopefully they'll give us a good deal soon. But there are no caps on payouts on both of those props. They have really fair rules. They're a little bit more on the expensive side, but I guess at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. You know, I'll pay a little bit more for an account that I don't have any payout caps or nonsense with. So, but right now, Take Profit Trader is still my favorite prop. They are still 40% off, no setup fee. I have 5 accounts here. My Funded Futures is coming out with some changes. They did announce that not long ago. I'm waiting for that. I think it's coming next week. I will keep you guys updated. Like I said, Legends is coming out with straight to Funded. Trade Day is still on their 40% off, no setup fee. That is going to run until the end of the month. And I'm also trading with Earn to Trade. That is an OG prop. But you can find all of these prop promos and deals on my website, as well as all the rules. I break down everything that you need to know here. So definitely want to come here if you have questions. You can still sort by rule types, by platforms, by drawdown types, and account types. So if you wanted a list of all straight to Funded, you would just check that. And if you want it all straight to Funded, that you can trade on NinjaTrader, you can check that and that will sort it. And then just uncheck it to get the full list back. So you might have noticed my chart looks a little different. I've got this really cool little box up here that gives me the full picture of the day on different time frames. I have adjusted my Rankos. I am working on creating some indicators here that align to my strategy. Before, I used to share a lot of templates and ideas, but I'm actually creating all the products really aligned to my strategy. This tracks my 15-minute bar gaps. I've got my daily open level, my New York open level. I have got the high and the low of the prior day and my pivot points. I have got a trend meter here that helps me to see choppy markets. This is a no trade zone, but I'm working on this. I look for me to start trading live with this. I'm trying to develop some tools that will help traders that maybe are struggling or are new, and I think this is pretty amazing, but I'll talk more about this in another video. And that is all I have for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.